because what we're creating copyright is our first step in the ladder. Copyright is native and simple first step.
Some people, they don't trust what's happening on the blockchain. We're gonna use blockchain technology, and people who don't know what is blockchain or don't trust, they don't even have to use a wallet or anything like that on our website. We will do everything for them.
We are talking for so many niches now, and for so large companies and celebrities and clients and NFT collections. We have a lot of already partnership agreed once we are on the market. We get the ideas coming because we live in this space where many people discuss the same things. We listen to them and that comes.
Hello. Welcome to Board Founders Show. Today with me, Andriy and Paul from NFT Patent. Guys, welcome to the show. How are you?
All good, all great.
Everything perfect. I'm in Houston right now. Here the weather is not that great, but you guys also from other places in the world.
Yeah. I'm here from Poland. Paweł from Turkey. Yeah.
I'm right now in Turkey. And here is beautiful with weather still. So it's still almost
Great.
like summer. So
yeah,
it's the place to be.
In Houston, a little bit later will be hot as hell. So it's like little like a winter, but like for 1 month, I think, something like that.
Yeah, but actually, I think I'm more productive when it's not so great out there. The weather is bad, so I need to be in the office.
When you don't have reason to go outside.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because otherwise it's distracting the mind, and you just want to go to make a rest and make a pause. It's the problem of all southern countries usually.
Also, I have here my little friend Luna. Her name Luna. She's 2 years old and she always helping me to work.
Oh, Luna is a bit tricky in the crypto world.
It's a very good name for dog. Yeah, I know. In crypto world.
Yeah. Okay, guys. If you can introduce yourself, tell me what do you do and what are you working on?
So I will start with myself. So my name is Andriy Khvetkevych. I'm originally from Ukraine, and in Ukraine I'm registered patent attorney. Blogger, as you saw my Instagram, of course, and successful businessman. I have a company, it's called NIQA. It's like a GoDaddy, but in Ukraine. So it's a domain name registrar, largest in Ukraine. And this year, in the beginning of the year, when the war started in Ukraine, I started to work with NFTs a lot because we were starting campaigns to raise money for Ukraine and stuff like that. And then I was thinking like, NFT, it's a great technology. It's not about only pictures or videos or anything like that. It's a great technology that we can use for copyright purposes, to protect intellectual property on the blockchain. And I saw some collections that was starting to like saying that, I'm putting my NFT on the blockchain. It's immediately registered as a copyright. And it's not true, because for that, you need a little bit more steps, not just posting the blockchain. And I started to talk to my friends, to Paul, to Sergey, to other guys and designers, and we created a little group of enthusiasts who started to work around this idea that we can put a copyright on the blockchain and use it legally anywhere in the world. So that's how it started, and now I'm giving word to Paul. He will tell a little bit about himself.
Yeah, so we found the way about talking about this NFT usage for the copyright. It sounds so obvious because blockchain sounds really something that you can easily use to store the data that cannot be stolen, that cannot be changed or somehow removed, because blockchain is forever. And when Andriy came to me to discuss about this, I thought, it's really still does it exist? It can't be, because it has to be there, because it should be the first utility of NFT ever. to be used in legal area, because it's big utility that is like it's created for. And I also have the background working with the copyrights, and because I had a musical label for 12 years, and I worked a lot with contracts with the copyright. I have education in that, and also we worked together with Andriy in the same pool of investors. We started to invest in crypto and NFTs, and it was so natural for us to discuss this topic, and we found out that it's something we just have to make instantly. And then Sergey has joined us. He is a CTO. He's great in blockchain development and everything. I made also for more than 10 years business development for various companies, and marketing and all that stuff that is necessary to create successful product. And it was just so natural that we three just joined our forces, and we just started instantly to work on that. Not only from perspective just like to present the idea, but also instantly started to develop it. And the thing is that when we started to talk to people in various industries, in various niches, where there is NFT creators, it could be the lawyers, it could be musicians, designers, and we found out that it's just really big trouble for everyone, because first of all, you need to know IP law. Yeah, you need to understand what is copyright, how to register it, why to register it, all these little tricks and things that without them you just cannot prove that you're the owner, or something is missing, or it was made for employer, or it was made under pseudonym, and some many things that's necessary really to register legally. That's at the same time, if you just go the conventional way, it's very, very long. It's really a lot of papers. It's just like, we speak about now era of Web3, and people talk about crypto and everything. But there, it's like to sit in the carriage and go carriage horses and go to work, and like that way. It's still there. Because it hasn't changed since, I don't know, maybe 19th century. And people still do that the same old-fashioned way.
Papers,
So,
lawyers.
Papers, a lot of little small script when you need to read. So there are fields you need to write down, and there are little explanations with very small font. What does that mean? So come on. And it is why just most of the people we talked about, no matter little ones or just huge known artists or creators, they don't register their copyrights because it's too complicated, it's expensive, and it takes a lot of time. It's what we found, and it's why we started to work together to make the solution that we call an NFT
average.
patent.
So you understand, in average, only 1 out of 10 creators actually thinking to register something, and not even all of them register in the copyright, because it's like very expensive, very long time. So can you imagine 4 months you have to wait to publish your copyright in the United States, and in our fast growing world, it's just too long. Like, it's very long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we speak to people, it's when you take a lawyer to make it for you, you will pay several $100. If you will go and make it yourself, you will spend less, but you need to fill in the paperwork. You need to wait a long time. But if you're an artist, if you're a creator, you just imagine you're a designer or you're a developer or a musician. You create a lot of things during a year. It can be hundreds of works, for example. And even if each of them is like $100 or $200, it's the already big amount you need to pay just to register that, just to prove that you're the author. And the thing that they mostly what they tell us, that's everywhere in the world, the copyright law tells us that once you create something, you already own this copyright. You're already the author, and you don't need to prove it. But when you have someone stealing something from you, or you have the infringement case, the first thing they ask you, can you prove it that you were the first? What's the time you created that? That is you, really you, not. And then where the problems start to appear, and people start instantly to do something to find the way to prove technical expertise that it was on that computer, that this file was exactly created on that time, not cheat. Come on. So it's something happening. And what we want to make just to change the way people think about that. It has to be easy. It has to be like something you do naturally, like you finish your work, 5 minutes, and you have your proof that you created that with all the data that's necessary for the court just in case. And that's it. And you can instantly just share it in socials, give it to your friends, show it to your partners or employers or investors, no matter who you want to share it with. just instantly you do that. That's what we want to make, and to be as simple as McDonald's menu.
Yeah,
That's the idea.
great introduction. Great introduction. So now we know. I think we will go back to the project a bit later. But first, like we talked before the show, I came across your Instagram, Andriy, by accident, and I saw like 1 million subscribers. And it was like, whoa, who's this guy? And you're an athlete, a free diver. Can you give us a bit of a story, your background?
Yeah. So as an IT CEO, like in my company in Ukraine, I was traveling a lot around the world, and I started to go to Bali, like to Asia, to Thailand for winters. And there I discovered, I like scuba diving. Scuba diving when you're diving with the tanks on the back, like underwater. And I started to do all the certifications, everything. And at some point, they had a course for free diving. And the guys, they're like, oh, you should try that. Maybe you will like it. I'm like, no, I like to breathe under the water. I don't want it. And they're like, no, try it. I'm like, okay. So I tried. And I realized that it's like very amazing feeling for me. So when I'm just feeling everything in my body and with no everything around, like you cannot hear anything there under the water. And I realized that, wow, it's a great type of meditation. And I like meditation. I do meditation, did before freediving. So I started to work on freediving, and basically, I end up making 6 national records for Ukraine and 1 national record for United States. And basically, yeah, I'm one of the deepest freedivers in the world.
Yeah, awesome. It was like I was like, what? What's going on?
Yeah. Also because of that, I was on the shows on the TV in Ukraine, and it's also added me some followers, some. Like people in Ukraine knows me, and when some Ukrainians see me even in the United States, I live right now in the United States for the last 7 years about. Even like people like Ukrainians in the United States, like, oh, can I take pictures with you? So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. We've met in Lisbon at Web Summit. So I just approached you on your booth, like some guy doing a cool startup. Yeah, you never know who's the other person. So great. I was actually scuba diving for the first time in the Gili Islands near Bali.
I like Gili. Yeah, it's beautiful there.
Yeah, I was backpacking through Indonesia for 3 months. So yeah, I've been there. Great experience. Okay, so can you guys tell me what was your first business? How do you enter the business world?
So my very first business was in the school when I started to create some papers like for students that they wanted to buy to pass exams easier. Like they sound like, I don't know how in English. In Russian it's шпаргалка. I don't know how to say it in.
Yeah, it's like the paper with answers that you
like
can put
somewhere
with
very small paper. Yeah. So and students, they were buying it from me, and I was starting to make money.
Cheat sheet or something like this.
Yeah, exactly. That was my very first business. Second, nice. I started to work with the network of the stores as a marketer, and I was very successful, but it wasn't my business. And I realized, oh wow, I can do something my own, because I'm like probably very talented, and I still was like in the university. And I created with my partner Sergey, he's CTO of my business right now. We created the first hosting provider in Ukraine. It was at that point it was like 2000 year 2000 2001.
Really, the first one?
Very long time ago. We were like maybe it was like 3 or 4 competitors. on the market. So and,
how
we
old are
were
you?
like, I'm 39.
39. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you were young in 2000.
Yeah, I was like 17 or 18, I don't know. Like I was very young, yeah. And we created the hosting provider, and Sergey was programming this hosting provider, like website and everything. I was working with the clients, marketing, advertisement, everything, and we started to grow really fast. And in a couple of years, we sold the company. It was like successful exit from the
Oh.
company, and it was hosting provider. And we're like, what are we gonna do with this money? So we started to invest to design studios, to programming studios, to something else. So we end up losing all the money. So
Great experience.
it was very expensive experience, you know. Like, but sometimes
So
you have to
not
buy
only
experience
crypto's
that
risky.
way.
Not only crypto's risky. Just all businesses are
Yeah,
risky.
it could be anything could be
That's
risky.
risky.
Yeah, and.
Yeah, every business is risky. Yes,
And like when we
100%.
had like lost a couple $1,000, we like, oh my God, we have to do something because we're gonna be without money. And we created the domain name registrar. And that domain name registrar is still working till now. And basically we are number one in Ukraine. It's nic.ua,
Yeah.
nic.ua. And basically, like right now, it's very hard because of the war. The income is going down, and we still have to pay wages and everything. But we have a great technology, and we are actually thinking also to open this business in United States using the same technology, everything that we have that we built for this a lot of years. And during this, like when we were creating this NICUA, I became a patent attorney because in Ukraine, to register domain name .ua, you have to register a trademark. And I'm like, okay, I need it for business. And I end up doing a second degree, like for intellectual property degree to become a patent attorney. And I became patent attorney, and we have a small division, like a law division that register trademarks, patents, and everything like that for our clients, for NICUA who want to register domain.ua. And basically, this is why I became patent attorney.
Yeah, cool. And Paul, you had some business endeavors on your own?
Love.
A lot.
Oh yeah, as Andriy, I also started in school as well. So I first thing I made, I started to teach when I was 14. I started to teach younger kids how to write a code to make programming. Then when I was 16, I made T-shirts. People ordered the T-shirts with some kind of spiritual topics like lovely Mayan hieroglyphs and other beautiful things. And then when I was in university at what age was, so I was 18. We opened with my friends the marketing agency. We created the websites, banners. It was Web 1 on that time. Yeah, and I stopped it because I almost was kicked out from the university, so I had to stop. I quit it. So guys continued that. I quit the business and finished the university, made my PhD, and suddenly switched to musical industry and grew up musical business. I was a DJ for 12 years. It was a successful story. And when I ended up, I switched to freelancing. I got a lot of ways to several education extra for marketing, for entrepreneurship and various stuff. And in Russia, where I'm from, and in States. And where it led me to, I worked in Upwork for like 8 years with more than 100 clients from all over the world with various things like business development, like advisory, marketing, consultancy, sales funnel, so many things, very various ones. And in the final end, I opened my school for IT specialists, designers, developers, how to start working independently worldwide in English, and how to pitch yourself, soft skills, how to get your well done CV, portfolio, and all the things that you need to get clients. And in 2 years, we bootstrapped this business for very good numbers, and the team up to 25 people and thousands of students, and it grew really well until the same thing that we well understand what's happened in February. Yeah, with war, everything was destroyed because it was half Ukrainian, half Russian company. Working mostly for CIS markets, and it's just stopped working because of natural reasons. And on that time, on that time I already was like for half a year in crypto and NFT investments. We were with Andrew in the same pool, and I started to get some clients back from my networking, because 99% of my clients before my school project, they were from the US, from Australia, from various countries. Yeah, I got some clients back, but at the same time, I understand that once you already made successful business that works in this, you have your own team and you work with that, you understand what is that, and you know everything how to make it well and successful. You don't want to go again working for someone else, for other businesses. You can do that, even if you're in the advisor position, even if they invite you to help you to build the business. Anyways, the one thing is to help someone to build the business, and another thing is to make your own. And from my experience, these 3 years with educational business, I found out that I want to build something bigger, something more like, let's call it infrastructural. That's something that affects much more and help more people. Because when you work in educational stuff, I was a mentor. Yeah, I had a team and everything, but all the business was connected on me, because I had to make a lot of webinars, speeches, help people, just a lot of mentor hours and all that stuff. And here it's hard to scale. You can scale it if you just low down the level of connection to people. Then it's possible to scale, but that's why for sure it becomes worse considering the quality. But this, I wanted to make something. I know that I have such experience that I can do something different, to make a big difference to the world. And that's right, that moment, Andriy just invited me to talk and discuss the thing that happened. And that's how I joined him to create this, which is just natively get different tasks, and we're just working on this now, like really team that was created to make that. So that is how it happened. So we both have very long background, entrepreneurial background from the school times. We're the same age, and as considering the third person in our team, Sergey, he has also kind of the same level of experience. He participated in various startups. He created his own startups, and some successfully still working. And but the thing that mixes us all together is both entrepreneurship. We all works with the copyright and all these issues, and the same time we have skills that complement each other in building the successful team. That's lovely.
Yeah, great story, guys. And how did you get into crypto world? What year was that?
Yeah, for me, it was a little bit more than a year ago. I started first. It was just I was interested in just to invest into something, because business grew up, and I thought that's because unfortunately in my early ages I had no experience knowing anything about investment. So it's in the last like several years in all the CIS region, it started to grow up the schools and courses and everything about how to make the personal investments and ETFs and everything. So I first learned about ETFs and all that stuff, and then crypto. I knew about that because I subscribed to several large bloggers. For example, Gary Vaynerchuk. I read him a lot about Web2 Yet, SMM, and all that stuff. And like for 10 years already, I subscribed to him. And like a couple of years ago, he started just to shout out about Web3 and NFTs and everything. So naturally, I started to learn about it. But I was very busy with my own business. I could, if I would be a freelancer at that time, I definitely like 3 or 4 years ago, I would switch. But I had like 18 hours a day working with my school projects, and it is why it just took too much attention of mine. And last year, when I automated the processes, when the school started to be bigger, lots of stuff, I had some free time to learn something new. And instantly my attention just went to the trading, crypto, just also Web3 marketing. As being a marketer and digital business development specialist, I found that this could be the next cool niche to know. So Web3 marketing, and then naturally it started to be investing. So I started to learn about ICOs and all that stuff. So to make more safer investments than just daily trading, and that way I started to learn about the things. And it is why, again, like with Andrew, we've been in the same group and same pool of investors, and we started to invest in the projects. It's how I learned all about the tokenomics, all about all these things that is necessary to know when you start to estimate if the project is potentially successful or not. So that's how all these things happened to me.
And for me,
Andriy, how
yeah,
did
and
you
for me,
start?
it started like in 2008, 2009, when Bitcoin just started.
2008,
Yeah, so
2009.
I was considering to use Bitcoin as a first cryptocurrency on the NQA to purchase domain names and stuff like that. We were learning a lot, like how to use it and stuff. And it was, at that point, was too complicated. And it was very hard to find like even where to buy Bitcoin. You had to mine the Bitcoin. So I had a couple of friends who was miners, like, and they still like have like mining firms. Like in Ukraine, in Las Vegas, by the way, and that was like a learning process for me. And we never actually added Bitcoin to NQA because it was illegal. So we cannot do it. But right now, because of the war, now the cryptocurrencies are legal in Ukraine. It's like very also good point for economy. When the war will finish, crypto will be fully legal in Ukraine. So it's a very good point. And basically, I was learning like from 2008, 2009 about this blockchain, about like technology, but it.
So you are like a crypto OG.
Maybe, I don't know, like I wasn't like
from
maybe,
the beginning.
But like it's exploded for
Crazy.
me when NFTs started, because the NFT. More people could understand better what is on the blockchain. Like you can see it, you can touch it, like you can see the on the OpenSea or somewhere else. And NFT is a very great step for technology, for blockchain technology in general, because more regular people understands what is that it's like something on the blockchain that you can actually see, you actually can transfer and start do something like that. So for me, it was also like turning point, and that's why I went to the NFT project to help Ukraine and stuff like that in February, March, and we created a great project. We did some fundraising, and after that I realized, yeah, we have to use this technology for something bigger.
And when did you get into NFTs? It was 2020 or
it was
last year?
It was last year.
Or
so yeah, because
last
year,
like when it was booming. Yeah,
it was big boom of that. And I just started, for me it was like I had like hundreds of students who made design and illustration. They started to ask me about that.
yeah.
I thought, oh, the client asked me to make the design of NFT, but can you explain me what is that? And that for me it was like, okay, it's time for me to know what I need, just to go deeper, just need to understand, to explain my students what is that about. And so it's how I started to read about that, and I found, oh, it's also a great opportunity to invest in that. And that's how it's for me it was just organic entering to the niche, because for sure I also read about that, I heard about that, but never going deep into that. And from that point I started to instantly, just for me, it's like, it's education is never stopping process. So first thing I made, I just instantly got several books, read them, then several courses, listened to them again. Then I started to understand, because when you
went deep into the rabbit hole.
I always go deep, because everything I do, I always go deep. Instantly books, courses, because I need to not just when you do something, for my opinion, anything in business, you need to know it from inside. Because even if you hire that, even if you delegate everything later on, you need to understand everything. Otherwise, you will just get lost spaghetti on your ears, like we tell in Russian language that you tell. So, because it's otherwise you just will not understand what people tell you. Always, for example, it costs that, or it will take that time, or you need that. And when you are inside the topic, even if you don't do it afterwards, your own, you understand it better, and you can make the right decisions afterwards. So that's happened with me with crypto, and I liked it. I even started to make daily trading in autumn 2021. I so enjoyed
With
this for some
NFTs.
period.
With NFTs.
And also not only NFTs
Crypto. Okay.
with crypto,
Yeah.
just clearly Binance and just daily trading on tokens. I just learned everything and just started to do that. But then it started the first big fall in just November when the market started to fall down. I just quit of all the investments because it started to took too much time and too risky with all of these leverages and
it's not good for your mind and for your productivity. It's not really great.
But it was great experience to understand it from inside, definitely. So and now especially when we built the startup and we talk about NFTs and all this stuff, it helped to make the right decisions, to make ICO or just to go the conventional investments and how to all about smart contracts, all about the things. Because anyways, even if we are infrastructural project, but we still Web3 project, and people ask us always about the things, how it will work, what's about the smart contract and how you do the protection, what is IPFS, a lot of technical things that you need to know in crypto to make this, and you need to explain this to people. And especially, can you imagine, you talk to musicians from celebrities, some girl who doesn't know anything about crypto, and you need to explain her what we are doing. Or investors who just never invested in crypto and they're just worried of crypto. For them it's something where you can lose money, and we need to explain them that no, it's not about that. We use the technology, but at the same time we need to explain in a very convenient way the things that are behind the scene. Yeah.
What kind of use cases do you see for NFTs besides the copyright?
Everything connected to legal. In States, you can buy the house now with NFTs. Really, you have NFT that will be that is really the contract for your ownership of the house, for example. In European Union, they now already work. It's official program. It's not something that is just commercial or something. It's real official program to move all insurance industry all over the European Union to the NFT blockchain and NFT, because it's easier. You don't need to print tons of papers. It's just policy as an NFT on your phone, and that's it. It's so simple.
I think in Korea already students getting their certificates about their education as an NFTs instead of the paper, and so basically government, lawyers, and everything around, they already discovering that this is the great technology because it's convenient to see on the blockchain. You can transfer it if you need it to transfer and stuff like that, and that's why NFTs.
And you cannot cheat it. The main thing, you cannot cheat it. Because for all legal aspects, it's the main thing that if it's there forever, and you can't change the dates, you can't change the fields. It's there and that's lovely.
Yeah, you can lose the keys, unfortunately.
You can, but it's the way. It's the thing that we sort in NFT patent as well.
Right now, it's a secret how exactly. But yeah, we were thinking about this problem a lot, and we figured it out, and we have a solution for that question, but we cannot share right now. How I mean?
Okay, great. What do you think about NFTs as a collectible? So the artwork
as an art,
as
an art, art for sure. As an art, it will work forever.
Yeah.
So because it's already there. Because for sure
we started with this. The boom was about the art, about the artist. And then about the scammers.
Just being an artist, being a musician, being a designer, being a painter, it's the great way to communicate with your audience, because you can make a fan club because of that. You can just share, you can prove your ownership of the art collectibles that way. For example, in China, in Lisbon, I had a talk with one guy in August on blockchain meeting. He worked. He's a co-owner or co-founder of the company. They sell real artworks in China and all this Asia region, and every collectible has NFT to prove that it's original one. So it's used there massively. It's already there. And at the same time, if you're a digital artist, it's just amazing way to sell it and to prove that it's original work, etc. So I think that part is already established market. Yeah, we saw the huge boom of generative collections. For sure, now it will be to some plateau where the utility will be necessary always. So it will be, but for the collections with the utility, it will work as well. By the way, another great application of NFTs that, for my opinion, is amazing. For example, when you buy the tickets for conferences or concerts and all that stuff, for example, like Gary Vee made V Friends, so you can having V Friends, you can participate for 3 years in the conference, real offline conferences. The ticket for there plus a lot of extra activities you can get. So not yet happened, but I think all the largest chains like food chains like, I don't know, IKEA and others, they will make their membership cards as well. All of them, all will be there.
And actually, tickets also could be collectibles. For example, when you went to some concert of like Lady Gaga, for example, and you have a proof that you were there, and it's actual collectible. Why not?
And for example, guys who have the, for example, VIP ticket, it can be even customizable. So it's something that can give you also access to make a photo with
a lot of
it's
things
just, you see, it's unbelievable number of, and it will happen. For sure. And don't forget about metaverse. It's happening already there, and all this stuff. Just imagine once now we will have on the mass market the glasses of augmented reality. Once they will be there, you don't need to buy any more clothes. You don't need to buy your, I don't know what you prefer.
They already
for example,
hear
like,
Mark Zuckerberg promoting as hell in the United States on the TV everywhere. 2 versions of the 3D glasses. The professional one and the regular one. I have a regular one here. Like I was trying. It's amazing.
Yeah, and the decentralized domains. You are in the domain space, and so like ENS, unstoppable domains.
By the way, unstoppable domains also originally from Ukraine. If you didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I didn't know
they're
that.
originally from Ukraine. Yeah.
Do you use them already?
Yeah, I was actually on Metaverse, whereas Mark Zuckerberg was speaking about something, and I went to that room, and it was like, is it Mark Zuckerberg? Like, it was like so weird, and it's actually, it was him. They were testing something, but you actually can go to different rooms in this Meta worlds by Meta, and it's really cool. It's like when you're speaking to some people, you think that they are real, like right here, but it's avatars. You never know like who exactly they're like behind this avatar. But Mark, he has an avatar that looks like Mark, so that's interesting.
Yeah, but I see what's happening when my daughters, they play all this Roblox, all this stuff, and they just really build their worlds. They just spend a lot of time already, even on iPads, but it's already there. And once it will be full experience, oh my gosh. But anyways, kids are already there.
I also participated in the group, in the Facebook group about this metaverse from Facebook, and they already have solutions to put NFTs inside the metaverse, and it's going there. Because like a few months ago, they didn't have the solution at all. Now they already have the solution for NFTs. So and it's gonna go bigger and bigger. And
Instagram is all in on NFTs, Reddit, Twitter.
And I actually was talking to one of the guys who offering services to create your world in worlds by Meta, and I'm like, oh, let's create the exhibition where you can put your NFT copyright, NFT patent on the wall, and you can just walk around like to see these patents. And you can click on it and see the details and stuff like that. So it's also interesting because you can actually use that. And also when we will have glasses from Apple, or like, these rumors that glasses from Apple could be here soon.
They are
So
coming.
NFTs could be on the wall in your apartment, but you can see it with the glasses. Like it's.
Or I like the idea. You know what I like the idea that will be so cool environment for the environment. Can you imagine? You have only your white clothes, but you have your glasses every day with you, and you walk around the street, and on augmented reality, you see you need to buy your cool clothes like brands and stuff. People like fashion stuff, yeah, and you can just buy it, and you have it as an NFT, and it can be created and can be as well all the same, but they don't need to change the clothes every single, I don't know, months. Buying new stuff, new collections, and all the things can be all virtual. But at the same time, it will, yeah, you need to pay for that a lot as well if people design that. And so, but it can just make a great impact as well for the world, considering the environment, and that's amazing as well.
Yeah, I had this idea that you can create a bar, a restaurant where you come in, you take a seat, and you plug your wallet, and behind you you have your gallery of your NFTs from your wallet.
Lovely.
So yeah, so another person comes to the bar and like see, oh, you have a punk or ape or something, yeah, and you can just start chatting or just look at the artwork.
Yeah, and can you imagine if you don't have to plug in anything, if you have just some your glasses transmitting your information about your wallet, and you can see what's in the wallet, or your iPhone via like Bluetooth or something, like sending information about like what you owner of, and you don't have to plug in anything. You can even walk around anywhere, and people will see who's close by to see what you own. It's also like kind of interesting thing.
Yeah. Yeah, or if you are holder of particular NFT, then you can spot other holders if you are just walking around at the conference, and nobody without the NFT cannot.
But the blockchain also gives us permission, like and I can decide what to show. This is also very important because this is privacy and everything like that. So you controlling what you want to show, what you own, and stuff like that.
It was like, first time I heard about all these things that are going about the AR, VR. It was the COVID times, and I have a friend in States, and she's a real estate agent, successful one. And she told that they had at a conference like one and a half or 2 years ago, and they told that they couldn't make it offline due to COVID. And they make 12,000 people participating that, all the panels and everything, just in virtual reality. They just sent to all participants the helmets, and that's it. And they made all experience there. So you could visit different rooms the same way. It's like, like it's working on the usual conference, and there was reception when you can ask the question. So everything was packed there already, and I thought, okay, come on, something is changing. It's already approaching us.
And with this, sometimes I'm going to meditation classes or to listen to someone, like some speakers. It's already working like through this little thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about buying the headsets for all my team because we are working remotely. So to have meetings.
You can do meetings like that. It's working cool. But right now it's not that convenient because if you need to see something on your phone or on your computer, you kind of have to figure out how to do it because right now it's not that seamless.
Yeah. It should be cool if it will be not. It will be an augmented reality. So you will have people in front of you, and at the same time you see your room and your phone, etc. So that altogether would be just amazing.
So we're waiting for we're waiting for Apple.
For now, yes.
Yeah.
I think Apple will surprise us with something. Is that I hope so, because it would be cool. Because Google tried, but yeah, they got this privacy issues with their glasses, biggest privacy issues, because they are more like spy glasses other than.
yeah. We had the glasses from Snap. Now with the glasses from Facebook are coming, like the with the Ray-Ban. They have partnership.
Yeah.
But still, Apple can do some great stuff for commercial use, just
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
get people
But
in.
I think it's next 10 years. It will be most competition will be there already.
Okay, guys. So, who came up with the idea for NFT patent?
Yeah,
I guess
I did.
it
Yeah.
was you, Andriy.
As I told before, when I was working with the NFT collections to support Ukraine, I was thinking, oh my God, this is great solution for legal stuff to protect copyright on the blockchain, and because like I have a background as an NFT or NFT as a patent attorney, and
Yeah.
I would just put all together in my idea, and I showed a couple of my friends, and they're like, "Oh, it sounds so easy. Probably it's already exists. Like you should Google it, like or something like that." So I started to Google. I started to check, and I'm like, I can't find anything like that. So I found some solutions that use hash. They use like very complicated technology to put on the blockchain your copyright, but it's so complicated that I wasn't able to understand how exactly that thing works. And I'm like, okay, it looks like the niche is empty, and I just registered a bunch of domain names. One of them is nftpatent.io, and I'm like, okay, we're starting. The challenge accepted. And
Yeah, every great project starts with
yeah,
domain.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Instantly. Yeah, and then then we
So
started to work.
yeah, yeah. So what was your next step? Because you came up with the idea. Did you
so
have a
I didn't
team
have any team. No,
back
I
then,
didn't have
or?
anyone. I started to talk to different people who was working with me with NFTs to support Ukraine, and I realized they're not interested in that. So they like, oh yeah, it's a cool idea, but they were skeptical about this. And I'm like, okay, what should I do? I posted on Facebook that guys, I'm looking for co-founder for NFT Patent. It's a great project, blah blah blah. And one of the first people who replied to me was Sergey. Now he's our CTO. But actually, I didn't talk to him right away. He just texted me like, and I was like, okay, this guy he's a good programmer on the blockchain, and that's it. I met him before, like maybe 10 years ago, but like I'm like, okay. And then, but I was looking for a little bit different person at that point. So I was looking someone like Paul, and I also at the same time I was in the pool in the club, the crypto club, and I started to do Twitter Spaces to learn more, to share my experience and stuff. And Paul was maybe the only one person who supported me very good on this topic to go to Twitter Spaces, and we started to have a good conversations on Twitter Spaces about everything around crypto. And then I realized, oh, okay, Paul has good knowledge. He good on Twitter Spaces. He now knows a lot. Like we like adding each other. And then I shared to him, I think in Twitter Spaces about the project.
No, first you shared. Yeah, we had the Twitter Spaces about NFTs. It's called something like, oh, when we will reach the Bitcoin of 15K or something like that. We just talked overall about the blockchain. About this was that time of April or March. It was in March when everything started to fall down, and we just talked with like 7 people usually. We had Twitter Spaces, like we talked about the future of crypto and all these things. And Andriy just promoted his idea about NFT patent. I remember I thought, oh, he just presses people too much about that just because it's not this topic for this meeting. But then he started to speak about it. Okay, makes sense. And and I just. I remember after this Twitter Spaces, I just showed in the club, Andrew, if you want to discuss this, let's talk, because it's something that I very close to what my experience is with copyrights, and as well, I worked for a lot of startups, helped them with investments, with the product development as well. Let's talk. And we just jumped in the call and we started to discuss the things, and we found out, okay, we have absolutely the same vision about that. And that is the thing, is that should be obviously it had to be done already like several years ago, which was just appearance of NFT on the market. And really it wasn't made because yeah, I still surprised about that. I will be honest with you, because I still can't understand why it's not exist. It doesn't exist yet. It's just, for me, it's something unbelievable. And yes, we started to make it. It's how we started. It's first step. So we started to, with Andrew, instantly to work in the direction of what we need to make to get funded. And like, naturally, from working with, I had big experience preparing companies for investments and for all the stuff. So let's make pitch deck, let's make that. We started to make a lot of research, just hundreds of other companies, Crunchbase and all this stuff. We just started to collect a lot of reports, and we started to find people who will be with us in the team, working on the stuff. And I told Andriy,
How did
just
you convince the people to join as a team member or as a advisor?
I don't know how it's happened, but all people who are with us now, they really share the clear understanding that what we're doing is a potential, like a unicorn. I will say that, because this is potentially is like that, because it's an infrastructural project. It's not something that is little one in some club or not.
It's not an
about
NFT
club or
collection like
things.
some investors think about. Like, it's not an NFT collection.
Yeah, it's just the thing. We can disrupt the industries that hasn't been disrupted for centuries, and the potential is huge, because we understand that there are millions of creators worldwide who really can use that. And we just started to talk with, and Andrew told, I told Andrew, we need a good guy who will take care of the blockchain security. Number one thing we're talking about with you about the rights. We're talking about with you about the crypto. They cannot be stolen, and the data should be private. And we need just someone who will be just really good in that. And he told, I have a guy who wrote me in Facebook. It was Sergey, just like Andrew told months ago. Let's talk to him. And we just jumped in a call, and we found out, he's on this absolutely, and he bombarded on the first call. He bombarded us with millions of ideas of how he can make it, how it's possible. He was so excited about the idea as well.
So the thing
we have
is,
a third guy.
all the co-founders, we understand exactly where we're going to, and we exactly understand how copyright works. Probably that's why other projects they wasn't successful. They didn't start because they don't have enough knowledge from different experience, because like to create this project you have to have a lot of experience before starting this project, and each of us has experience that add in each other, and it's great.
And the best thing is that Andriy, he has experience from the lawyer and patent attorney point of view, so he served the clients with that. I was a musician for 12 years, so I understand it how from the point of the client, what's wrong, what's broken, how to make it really easy to use. And plus, for example, Andriy has team building successful experience, me too, and Serge as well. He was a team lead in many projects, and he is a blockchain geek complete. He loves that stuff. He can talk for hours about smart contracts. So just look how we can make this stuff, or we can make this privacy layer.
He's a real OG because he started like at the beginning of the blockchain, and he was programming for that, and he was doing.
Yeah, he made one. On the first years of blockchain, he already created exchanges for blockchains, the first ones. So he's from there, just creating the stuff from that time. So, and it's cool. It's really cool what's happened when we joined the efforts. I like that because, and what's happening now, just can imagine, for example, we are now working for sure on the funding, on getting already, because we were almost finished our MVP bootstrapping, because the team completely understands. And we have a fantastic front-end guy on the team, several designers and marketers who are waiting already to join. But for that, we just need to be funded for sure. But still, we just don't stop. Since the moment we started working, we started to develop the products ourselves completely without anything, because we understand what we are doing, and that will be demand. It's the huge demand there.
So we are bootstrapping right now.
Right now
we're raising money right now, and actually I was surprised because we already had introduction with the very big music distributors in the world, and
music
largest in the world. And I will not say their names because I don't know if it's good to share, but they are the largest one in the world. And also they also want to introduce us to other largest music companies.
music industry is covered on the top level, and they get interest, and we just talk for now, for sure, until we make the agreements. We will not share that information, just as
But
it's not possible, yeah.
are you
But
going
the
with
thing,
the like traditional VC round,
yeah,
or
we
like
go
some
with
ICO,
traditional.
or
No, traditional VC round. Now
okay?
proceed with safe by Y Combinator, traditional pre-seed equity agreement. So we go this way because the project is infrastructural. We will consider because you know what's the thing is that our product is between Web 2 and Web 3. We will work and with Web 3 clients, providing them all possible Web 3 functionality, fully flexible, chain agnostic experience to choose the blockchains, to get all possible what you want to add there to smart contracts. It will be very flexible. For people who are Web 2, everything will be hidden for them. So they can get NFTs and everything, but until they are ready to switch to Web 3, we take care of everything. Once they want to switch, we will give them the possibility to get their NFTs to another wallet and work with that on a Web3 level. But the thing is, that's why we don't hurry with ICO as well. We had this idea. We discussed that for a long time because we invest in ICO, so we understand what's that well. But this project, it's too wide to limit now with ICO. So we think that we can work with the conventional way better now. But let's see how it will work. We have big traction after Web Summit and other meetings, and Andriy visited us the dozens of conferences already, and we've been together. Fortunately, Web Summit provided us with Alpha and with Showcase, and we just got great presentation there, and with a lot of people wanting to talk to us. And let's see. But we would like to go conventional way for now. Later, when we will see that maybe a lot of people, we have a lot of customers, maybe then we will add the tokens and all that stuff. It will make sense once we see that really we have a lot of Web3 users. But based on that,
you have some kind of NFT drop, like founder NFT. Can you just explain it?
Yeah. So
bit?
this is the idea to continue bootstrapping. So we are creating the collection that you can buy this NFT. If you're a holder of this NFT, you have a few NFT patents for free at the beginning, and then you have a 50% discount lifetime for any our services. So basically, this is the utility for people who want to support us right now, and they can buy this NFT and support us. But we didn't promote it yet because we want to have a product first available already to touch, to play with. You can already play with it, but it's not ready for wide public. Like
we haven't published that for market yet. So on a private level, it's possible already to play with that. It's possible to get your patents registered. It works already beautifully.
But
yeah, for sure.
Can you explain how from for example, music creator, how the process looks like? So I wrote a song, and
you just wrote a song. A song. You one time when you register with NFT Patents, you pass the KYC, you put on all data that necessary for the contracts, etc. If you're a Web3 user, you can hide it. We permit that. You can just be completely decentralized. We permit that. But I will speak in a general flow. So you just register, you pass KYC because we need to know the data for the course, etc. That it's you as you, and then you just follow like McDonald's menu, fantastic process of quick registration of your work. You choose industries, you choose what you're doing, what the kind of work, all the data that necessary for court in very simple step-by-step convenient way to make it, just native one. And in the end, you just mint the NFT on that will fall down to your wallet, and that's it. After that, you can instantly share it in socials to send to whoever you would like to send your confirmation that you really created that. And more of that, you can upload right inside your NFT. You can upload the work itself, whether it's music or writing, code, or whatever.
If you're using the link to NFT Patent, you will see the NFT in the legal way. If you will send this link to any lawyers, they will understand right away what it's about. But also, the same NFT will be available to verify on OpenSea, on other marketplaces, because it's public. Some information will be encrypted because, for example, I don't want to share my name on the blockchain, or I don't want to share what exactly I created because I just want to protect it. That's it. So, like, for example, Coca-Cola company never registered as a copyright their recipe for Coca-Cola because it's a secret. And if you register in the traditional way, this secret will be public. Will confirm that it's Coca-Cola,
Yeah. The
but
other
it
thing
will be
that
public. So in this case, you can just encrypt that sensitive information, and you can reveal this information only to your partners or only in the court. That's it.
Yeah, the
Okay.
same. For example, the same example is will be with Banksy, for example, who makes the graphic graffiti on the walls, and he doesn't want to show his name. No one knows his name, so he can just in a convenient way. He can't go to registry office and register his works there, because then he will share the name and it will go public. But with us, he can just make it and keep it in wallet. If he would like to protect it or just answer on some infringement and claim, he can do that. And that's the beauty of the thing. So it's all hidden, but at the same time, it's possible to decrypt it whenever you need it. So yeah.
And how does it work from the legal standpoint?
From
Now,
a legal standpoint, it works the same way as working right now. So, like, if you created something right now, anywhere in the world, you are the owner of the copyright automatically.
yeah.
So if you have any problem with anyone, you go to the court. Yeah, so in the court, judge telling you, okay, here one side, another side, please show me your evidence who created this first. So one side could give the registration in the US Copyright Office, for example. It's a paper with the name and everything. But, for example, he registered it like not really truthful, like, and the other person, actual creator, and he don't have it, like he don't have anything. He can just provide his computer for the expertise to analyze all his files on the computer that he actually created that. But this expertise is expensive and it will take like a year or something like that. So this is like how it works right now. So in the same situation, this creator can provide NFT patent where it has his name, all the information he was protecting, and the date in the blockchain that is impossible to change. And it's an actual evidence for the court, and they can just use it. That's it. If the judge don't understand what's copyright or what's NFTs, he still can do the same expertise with the IT person, but it will be very fast because IT person just have to say, yes, it is in the blockchain. Yes, it's his name there. Yes, it's true. That's it. I mean, it's there. It's impossible to change.
Yeah, because smart contract is the contract still, and it's already widely accepted worldwide.
What about the situation if I wrote a song and Paul stole my song and minted with an NFT patent?
Yeah,
so he's the owner.
It will be it's still the same way. You both we both go to court. But if you don't have your NFT patent registered before me, then you will pay for the expertise.
Yeah.
And you will pay. You need to prove that you
created
were earlier.
that. So you will show your files.
You should just
the same things are happening right now in every industry. For example, even if we just don't talk about NFT patent, if, for example, you created something, you show to a friend, and your friend will go to the label and register that, you need to go to court and prove it anyways. It works now the same way. What we do for authors, we simplify this thing. So once you created the work, before you show it to anyone else, you just 5 minutes and you have it registered. That's it. And for you, the proof of authorship is always in your wallet. And just and you know that with, for example, when people steal info materials, music, creations, books, whatever it is, in 98% of the cases, if you will show them the proof that you made it early and you asked to remove, they will do that. That's the thing. So you will have the proof of authorship in your wallet instantly on the same moment you finish the work. That's beautiful.
I have a question about the name, because you used the name patent. And it's different than copyrights. You know, patent, you go to the patent office if you invent something like a real invention. Is there a story about
in many countries, who register in the copyright? The patent office. So in United
Yeah.
States, it's a
Okay.
copyright office and the patent office. It's the two entities. But in a lot of countries, like in Ukraine, for example, it's a Ukr Patent. So it's a patent office that registered any copyright, I mean, any IP. And in a lot of countries, it's actually the same situation. And that's why people very often saying, oh, I want to patent this. So I want to patent my song. I want to patent my text. I want to patent my book.
Okay.
So patent word means to protect yourself, right? So it's your protection.
But so because what we are creating copyright is our first step in the ladder. So we work in the field of IP. Copyright is native and simple first step. So and it's why we decided instantly to be big with the name. Because we don't want to make then NFT copyright, NFT trademark, NFT.
And actually,
so it's just
and
the
actually,
thing that
right
we're
now we're
working
already
with.
talking with one of the patent offices, one of the countries that want to use our service, as a partner to publish trademarks and patents on the blockchain as an NFTs using our API. It's also like a little secret. I can tell which country, but we are talking right now.
No, but
Yeah,
if,
it's
Yeah,
big thing.
it's where we're
Really.
going
yeah,
to.
we go
Yeah,
wide.
it's where we're going to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's your business model? So you will
You
just charge
you
for
can register as you can
new
register as you
copyrights?
go, but we will promote more subscription because most creators they create a few things per year. Yeah, so and each subscription will give you a certain amount of registrations, and like this, they're gonna be credits. Yeah, so and each credit you can use to publish one copyright, or you can use another credit to publish on multiple blockchains, or you can use another credit to pay for some additional services that we provide, and subscription will be the best way to use it.
Subscription model, and it's great. And for clients, they have cheaper access, and for us because we will have long-term clients. And but the same way, it will be possible to buy it as well as the packages. So one-time package, but
Yeah,
it
also
will be
we
more
will have the
expensive.
special packages for lawyers, because lawyers we're not considering as competitors, we're considering this as a partners, because lawyers like IP lawyers, NFT patent attorneys, and any lawyers, they can make additional profit for them using our service because it's fast. And in some countries, like for example in Poland or in Germany or United Kingdom, they don't have copyright registration process at all. So in those countries, a partnership with us, with the lawyers, will be crucial for them because they will have a tool to register copyright immediately on the blockchain for their clients.
Great. What are the next milestones for you guys? So you are just finishing your
So
beta
we're
and your
finishing.
MVP.
We are finishing our alpha now.
Alpha, okay.
Alpha, and we are going in a couple of months to land our first several hundred of clients from different niches, and get the feedback, get them use the app, and after that we will get the better to the market with a large launch, with the NFT collection launch, with a big marketing. So we want to be loud with that. We don't want to be just a little bit and just then to continue bootstrapping slowly. We want to make it really loud because the product is big, and we will add in and celebrities and influencers and just a lot of things that are planned out. And yeah, that the thing. And the next steps will be just because we also work in the B2B direction instantly. And yeah, so many things. The roadmap is huge, and it's just the first step for us.
What's your thoughts on the current situation on the market? Is it affecting your business or your fundraising?
I think not. People need copyright
So you have to
every
understand
single day.
Yeah, but you use NFTs, the bad technology
anyways,
for scammers.
we are infrastructure. We are infrastructural project. We are not about crypto or NFT markets or recession or not recession. We don't care.
Yeah, I know, but do you feel like the pushback from the market?
Right now only what we can feel, it's the investors. They're very cautious how and where they're investing or spending money. This is the problem right now. If we would raise money like in March, for example, we will be get funded already. But right now it's a little bit slower.
Yeah. After this podcast, you will be founded like this.
We hope so.
Hopefully,
We're talking right now to a few investors, and we're open to talk to more investors. But like we really need money for marketing, because marketing is the crucial thing for us. We have to go public with a big announcement and stuff like that, because if we go like very slow, very like step by step, someone will make it faster, like we have to be
Yeah.
on the right way with the funding and with the marketing. And yeah, as Paul said, it's a infrastructural project, so we are not affected by markets as a project. So yeah, some people they don't trust what's happening on the blockchain, but we're gonna use blockchain technology, and people who don't know what is blockchain or don't trust, they don't even have to use wallet or anything like that on our website. We will do everything for them, and we will provide the service they requested. So they will have the evidence, they will have everything that they need to protect their rights. So this is the main goal, and it will work forever because it's a blockchain and it's a great technology that can be used different way. And sometimes, unfortunately, scammers or some people using it non-proper way. But it's evolution, and eventually everything will be in the blockchain.
100%.
What's your biggest challenge right now, both
Funding.
business-wise and from the technology perspective?
From technology, there are no complications. I think the only thing we need now, due to this bear market, because we just funding, because we want to be loud. We already got all possible evidence that our project will just skyrocket, because we are talking for so many niches now, and for so large companies and celebrities and clients and NFT collections. We have a lot of already partnership agreed once we are on the market. So we know that we are there in the right time and with the right solution. Just the only question now, we're just looking for proper partner. And we have some people who really already with very, it's always slow because people need to pay 10 times to check it out, like now, especially on that times. But we have people who are already just talking to us on a deep level. And I'm pretty sure that we will do our thing in the next weeks, and we will come to the market as planned in the in spring 2023. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it will be that way. Yeah, but we need to have some patience, because when it was the bull market, people just read pitch deck and just got instantly investments. That was simpler times. Now it's a little bit more complicated times, but still it's if you have the project that is really has demands and the proven model, and you can prove that it works, especially if you have the product as well, it will work anyways.
Do you think it's a good time to go into Web3 space to build something new?
If you have something long term with great utility, not just something for short-term earnage,
from my experience, sure. I will tell you, if you have an idea, it doesn't matter Web3 or even to create your podcast or anything like that, do it right now, because right now is the right time, because you have this idea. Yeah. If you will do it later, you're never gonna do it. If you have a great idea, do it right now. It's never too late.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah, that's a great advice.
And never too early, never too late. Never postpone. Yeah. If you postpone, because if you got this idea, it's not your idea. You get it from somewhere.
It comes to many people at the same time.
I like this. Yeah, there are millions of people around the world who can get this idea on the same time as you. And the question is, who will get it and who will execute it? Because, I like the idea was one philosopher who told there is we have nanosphere, stratosphere, atmosphere, and we have the noosphere. We have the space of ideas, and they just come to us for different people around the world. And it was with, I believe, Mendeleev, who created the elements chart.
Yes.
Another person got this idea in States or somewhere, so it was told, but he was he made it later. He didn't know that it already was published. He made that, but it was too late. We get the ideas coming because we live in this space where many people discuss the same things. We listen to them, and that
And
comes. But
I have
yeah, here
even
it's
like
just
cool
working.
proof. So in the domain name space, someone when checking the domain name on our website, they're like, "Oh, I put in my cart. I want to like register it." And guess what? In 10 minutes, someone registered somewhere in a different country the same domain name. And they're like, "Oh, you probably stole my name because I was checking on your website." And they're like, "No, this idea came to two different people at the same time." So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
actually like
Yeah,
you can prove like that way, like through domain names. Yeah.
Yeah, and the world is so crazy big, so many people. But if you are stuck in your country, we have this problem in here in Poland because we got like 40 million people, and a lot of entrepreneurs build just here because it's big enough market. But the world is so huge that you can build
yeah,
And
yeah,
I
anything.
think I was
exactly.
very lucky to get NFT patent domain name, Twitter username, Facebook username, like almost all social media usernames NFT patent is ours. So I was like super lucky with that because it's a great name. It's very good name.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very good. Guys, can you recommend some book, podcast, something that you like that had some kind of influence on
So
you?
if we're talking about
Oh yeah.
Web3 specifically, I would suggest to go to participate in Twitter Spaces, because in Twitter Spaces is a great community that talking about anything you want to know, and you can meet great people there like anytime. And you actually if you want to talk to someone, you just raise your hand and they just letting you go in the Twitter Spaces. And I met so many great people there, so I think it's a very great source right now for Web3 projects.
Awesome. Paul, something from you?
Yeah, but for Web3 is, yeah, right, it's Twitter Spaces. But if you for people who are just diving in the topic, yeah, I think the just it was my I like to listen to him a lot. It's Gary Vaynerchuk. Listen to him. If you just people who just would like to dive into the topic of and Web2 and Web3 media, it's a good way to start, definitely. Yeah, for personally, my favorites for considering, for example, entrepreneurship and just the way to force yourself or to focus on something and just to make it right away about what we talked about. Just there's the right time, right now,
Yeah.
etc. Stuff. I passed all the programs of Tony Robbins in the past. Great guy, great stuff, really great things. Business mastering, lovely thing. It's just to structure everything in your head when you start the business. It's not so complicated. It's like, I call it like take your MBA in 5 days. It's not MBA in the full scale, but
Yeah.
it's the thing that will keep you focused on many things and just to rearrange everything in your head. Good stuff as well. Yeah, and meditate as well. It's the thing to sort the minds in the morning when you just really, or where you're tired, just sit down and sort. Yoga and meditation works as well, in a very good way. So as well. So yep.
Great.
Yeah,
Awesome
there is
recommendations.
one guy that's really cool. That's really makes sense for everyone who just, because I believe, I don't know. Just tell me in your podcast, there are many people who starts the businesses, who are entrepreneurs and startuppers. Yeah, or not?
Um,
Believe so.
I think so.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
Of
so. I
course,
because
a lot
because
of
of
people
the
are, like wanapreneurs.
entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
For entrepreneurs, I would like to suggest. There's the guy. His name is Keith Cunningham from States. He so it's he's aged guy, but so smart, and he's just the advice about startups and venture capitalists and all this stuff just makes sense. Just I also advise that. And but whatever it is, if for everyone who listens, just if you want to learn something, try to find the podcasts, YouTube channels of people who are really deep in the topic. So for example, when I jumped into the Web3 marketing, I instantly found several guys who are just really good in that, who have crazy successful agencies, and if they share their knowledge, just unbelievable. It's the best way to get first some podcasts, some books, then just to find out maybe they have some programs where you can just get there, or even mentorship, it's just amazing thing. So it works. So it all works. So you just, if you want to go deeper, not just on the like top high level, but if you're going to deeper and to know the details, specifics, and build up some programs, some, I don't know, marketing stuff or some product development stuff, you just go deep that. And and be agile. If you are not agile yet, so instantly learn what is agile life, agile marketing, agile development, Scrum, etc. It's applicable in every aspect of the life, not only in the development teams as well.
Yeah,
So
and you need to adapt and pivot if it's necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
Where can we find you guys? What was the best way to contact with you?
NFTpatent.io.
NFTpatent.io. If we talk about our company, you can find us in LinkedIn, you can find us in Twitter, you can find us in Instagram. And if someone would like to talk personally as well, LinkedIn is the way. We are both there, and it's easy to find. You can open NFT Patent, or you can just look us for personal names. We are both on Instagram. We're both in Twitter. Yeah. So, by the way, Twitter. Funny story. When I started Twitter, the network just started. I was one of the first adopters. So just Web2, I had MySpace, and when MySpace started not to be popular, I switched to Facebook, and it was so easy to get the traction there on that times. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
You don't need to launch ads. Nothing. You just naturally can get organic traffic so crazy way. And the same was with Twitter. So I have like 30,000, 40,000 followers. So it was quickly to make them. So in Twitter as well, both and Andriy and me, you can find us in Twitter, and NFT Patent as well. You can check beautiful NFTs we create, because we are not only cool from the technical points of view, from the solution we have that's secure, that is private and lovely and easy to use, but it's also aesthetically awesome. If you will open our Twitter and just scroll down, you will find out beautiful logs, beautiful keys, all in 3D, animated. So the way when you will make the copyright, you register your copyright with NFT Patent, you will also get the lovely one of hundreds beautiful logs where you could put your logo inside, and it's also will be cool to share to other people, because it's also aesthetically cool looking.
Yeah, awesome. Is it possible to get your NFT? The founder NFT?
Right now we have a pre-sale
Yeah.
on the website, so you can just go there and buy one with a credit card. But it's a pre-sale, so it's a guaranteed spot.
What's the price?
It's $300,
okay. So 0.25.
Yeah, and and available. I believe it's like 250 available right now, something like that. So, but we're not really promoting it, so that's why it's like going slow. We're gonna promote it soon.
Yeah, but maybe it's like, some hidden gem for
but if we speak about the NFT collection, now is the pre-sale price that is lowest, because for whitelist it will be twice more, and public it will be even more, 4 times more. So it's possible to make just like in several months, it's possible to make X3, X4 for people who will get this our crowdfunding campaign now. And also it's highly with great the NFT with great utility for future.
Yeah.
So,
but not financial advice, of course. Do your own research.
No. It's just do your own research. Diary is always working.
All right, guys. It was a pleasure to talk with you. I hope NFT Patent will skyrocket, and we will meet like in 2 years, and you will be like celebrities in copyright space with NFTs. So thank you for the chat, and see you again, I hope.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, the pleasure is ours. Thank you for inviting us. Yeah, it was a nice talk, and thank you for lovely questions. And maybe not 2 years. Let's see in 1 year what will happen. It will be.
All right.
Let's get the milestone of 1 year.
Yeah, you have 12 months. Let's go.
Yeah, we have 12 months before next talk, so and we have to come already to surprise you with numbers.
Thank you for inviting, and talk to you later. Talk to you 1 year.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Bye.
Cheers, man. Bye.